2008, outreach efforts focused in explaining and making accessible proceedings related to the stay imposed in the proceedings in the case of Thomas Lubanga Dilo, the confirmation of charges against Germain Katanga and Matthew Nagujolo Chui, and the warrant of arrest against Bosco Nataganda. The arrest and surrender of Jean-Pierre Bemba Gombo, a Congolese national and member of the parliament, to the ICC by Belgium, in connection with crimes committed in Central African Republic, had also an enormous impact in the Democratic Republic of Congo, especially in Kinshasa. Efforts were made ensuring that proceedings were understandable to affected communities. An audio-visual team was created with the task to produce easy-to-follow and simple-to-understand summaries of the proceedings for television, radio, outreach activities, and stock footage for local media. Starting with the confirmation of charges hearing in the case of Germain Katanga and Matthew Gujolo Chu in June 2008, the first series of the ICC at a Glance program was produced. A collection of 7 video and 7 audio summaries, each 10 minutes long in French, were widely broadcast on national television and radio stations, especially targeting the region of Ituri. Also, summaries of the proceedings were made available to the members of the 18 listening clubs established in the Ituri region. When security conditions allowed, video screenings of proceedings were organized to large audiences in Bogoro, Kasigny, Chomia, Nyakunde, Marabo, and Bunia. Special attention was also given to target equally members of the Hema and Lendu communities, ethnic groups of origin of suspects under ICC custody. Video screenings were followed by lively debates.
Je sais que vous avez beaucoup de questions sur le Thomas Lubanga, pourquoi le procès ne commence pas, pourquoi on avait suspendu la procédure, Thomas Lubanga devait être libéré, et ce sont des questions que vous allez me poser. Je suis là pour ça.
In Kinshasa, focus of outreach activities moved to information through the media and activities conducted with policymakers, lawyers, army, members of the local government, and grassroots NGOs. From the office in Kinshasa, the ICC at a Glance television and radio program was distributed to the 5 television stations, including national television RTNC, and 4 radio stations, covering almost the entire territory of the DRC. Together with the 2 locally produced programs, Rights and Duties and An Institution Easy to Understand, about 25 million people were provided with information covering issues from the functioning of the court to the latest information on the state of proceedings. Programs produced were complemented by interviews and statements to the media. In 2008, outreach teams conducted 157 interviews on television and radio and organized 40 media briefings. Following the intensified judicial activity in July, 47 interviews were broadcast on national and local media. Outreach activities were expanded to North and South Kivu, where the prosecutor is now conducting investigations. Representatives of various groups, students, NGOs, children's rights activists, women's rights groups, and journalists participated in various activities.
Tous ces crimes qui ont été commis, c'était surtout des crimes de violence sexuelle à très grande échelle. Tous ces crimes-là vont faire l'objet des enquêtes du procureur.
People exposed to outreach are beginning to understand the court's mission and the legal processes. Some progress and tangible results were made. However, a challenge remains to continuously disseminate neutral information in order to dispel deeply rooted misconceptions. Next year, Outreach Unit intends to publicize the proceedings to the highest possible extent by disseminating the information in the most efficient way through the most effective channels of communication. PIDS will have an active role in the medium of radio and television and will use all means available to ensure maximum information exposure of the upcoming trial of Mr. Thomas Lubanga.